fine when you really know you're not. Taking things personally that people didn't intend for you to take personally. Always having unrealistic expectations and trying to take care of everybody. There's a danger in trying to take care of everybody. Your assignment in life is not to take care of everybody. You got enough people that you do have to take care of so that you can't take care of everybody. And you know what that's like, brother, because if you are one of those kind of people that feel like you got to take care of everybody, everybody will always call on you. Mama's going to call because she needs a ride to the market. Then your wife says, well, we were supposed to be going to the movies. Why are we going to the market with your mother? Huh? And after y'all get back, your sister's going to call because she needs to move out of that house and into an apartment, and she needs you to bring a couple of brothers because the guy that left her with all that stuff might be coming by today. The children call. Because we need sneakers and Pampers and milk and this and that. And you run from this place and you run from that place and you run here and you run there. And then you got to go to work and try to focus with all that stuff on your mind. Now you got to deal with racism in the workplace. And then you come home and you almost can't even talk about what you're feeling because you haven't really processed it. You can't even connect the dots. You don't know, other people don't know what it's like to be a black man living in America. And everybody is cool with you because you've been Superman. You've been dashing off in your cape, moving the refrigerator, fixing the car, picking up this person, dropping this person off, holding down your job, trying to manage your own family. You Superman. And then finally one day you crack under the pressure and everybody realizes that you're really only Clark Kent. And that there is no big S on your chest. And now you don't look like the man that you thought you were. Because your image of manhood was what everybody else was expecting of you. So as long as I can move your refrigerator, I'm the man in your life. As long as I can bring home a check, I'm the man. But if I lose my job, because I can't focus now, because I got all these people waiting for me to do all this stuff, and I lose my job, now who am I? Are you in your own way? Putting on an act because you want to make a good impression. Unafraid to be who you is. Yeah, I said who you is. You know, you can say what you want about Allen Iverson, but that's the one thing I really liked about the man, is that when he made his millions and when he got on TV, he didn't try to impress nobody. He didn't cut his braids off. He still talked the way he always talked when he was back in Newport News, Virginia. He didn't change for the TV, for the media, for nobody. Now, I agree that some things he probably needed to change. But there's something about a man who is content with who he is. Always hating on other folks. Is that you? Because if it is, you're standing in your own way, feeling sorry for yourself, holding everything in. You often wonder why men's life expectancy is nowhere near women's. I wonder why women outlive us. Because they talk. They get on the phone. Now, I admit, sometimes they talk too much. And they get on the phone and tell all the business. But they let it out. And brothers hold it in, and we cook and steam and just, you know, it's a pressure cooker. And if you don't have a valve to let the steam and the pressure be released, sooner or later, you will explode. And the funny thing about explosions is that we always explode on the people we love. Are you guilty of quitting too soon because you can't take the pressure? You know, our forefathers would be really ticked off at some of our men today about how quickly we quit. Dr. King would be upset. Malcolm X would be upset about how quickly we're able to quit. Sojourner Truth would be upset, and Harriet Tubman would pull out her shotgun and be ready to shoot you because you're ready to quit. Are you letting other folk control your life so that you don't even know what you're good at anymore? You don't even know what your destiny is supposed to be because everybody else is controlling it, pulling the strings of your life. You're not moving on after a loss. You can't live in the cemetery because the cemetery is not for people that are living. Not asking for what you need because you're too proud, because you're a man. Every man needs help. And the maturity in a man will always ask for help. You're afraid to be taught? Bothers me when brothers won't even want to go to school or take a class, because I'm a man, what I need to take a class for. Keep on living, you're going to see why your ignorant self need to take a class. Backing down when you don't feel ready. You are a man, God's crowning creation. And if God would create you, don't you think he would put inside of you everything you need to be what he wants you to be? Too often, the only person standing in your way is you. I know I'm guilty. I done blocked my own path a lot of times. And every now and then I still do. But there's got to be something in you now that says, you know what? I'm ready. Because it's my turn. I'm not having another year like 2006. I'm not having another year like 2005. This is 2007. This is a brand new year. I'm not talking about resolutions, but I'm ready because it's my turn finally. That's why I don't like that song. You're next in line for it. I've been next in line for 38 years. It's my turn now. You next in line for a blessing. There's always somebody in front of me stepping down into the pool before I can get there. When am I going to get my feet wet? So you got to get out of your own way. Now, here's the other question I need to ask. Who are you waiting for to rescue you? Because if they ain't show up in 38 years, oh, you waiting for somebody to walk in your house and not, we have a job for you. You're waiting for Howard University to call you from D.C. and say, hey, we're going to fly you to D.C. because we want you to take all of our courses for free. Who you waiting on? Because the people you wait on ain't coming. Know why they ain't coming? Because they're the ones in line ahead of you. They're the ones that got the message before you did. And so there's got to be something in you that says, I'm waiting on the wrong people. I'm waiting on the wrong thing. And note when Jesus shows up. He says, do you want to be made whole? Do you want to be made well? And the man, it almost looks as though he doesn't answer the question. Now watch what the man says. The sick man answered him, verse 7. Sir, I have no man. That's who he was waiting on. You keep on waiting on man. I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up. While I'm coming, that ain't what Jesus asked you. See, some of us don't answer the question. Question was, do you want to be made well? And he says, I don't have anybody to put me in the water. That's not the question. And so you can never, see, you can't get to where you want to be until you give Jesus the right answer. Now here's the thing. Waiting on somebody else. Jesus asked the question. He says, I have nobody. Everybody gets in first. I have nobody to help me. I help everybody else, but nobody helps me. Hello? I'm there for everybody else.